This is the first time I've seen like a true blue feature-length film from somebody that I know on the internet, so kind of, not in real life. Hey there, creepy peeps, I'm Nightmare Maven. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I talk about horror movies, books, all spooky things all year round, so if you end up liking this video, maybe subscribe. So thank you, Glenn, for making this Patreon requested video. I've been meaning to watch An Ideal Host forever because I interact with the film's director, Robert Woods, pretty often on the internet, I would say, in our little horror space on the internet. If you've been to any of my live streams, you've probably seen him in the chat. I'm going to approach this video in like a come with me style. So I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm gonna go watch it and then immediately come back and tell you what I thought. And I'm gonna be very upfront right now. I am not gonna dissect and pick apart this movie. I'm showing support to an internet friend, also fulfilling a Patreon request, but I'm showing support. And I'm just gonna go about it casually and tell you all the wonderful things about the movie. Reviews are all subjective anyway, so I feel like genuinely I'm going in with rose-colored glasses because I'm just gonna be so in awe that like, oh my God, like a person I interact with made this thing. And I just think that's so cool. So I'm gonna go start the movie and I will tell you really quick what the movie is about, and then I'll be back in about an hour and a half for me, like a millisecond for you guys to tell you my thoughts. All right, so An Ideal Host follows Liz, who is trying to put together the perfect evening with her soon-to-be fiance and their friends. When Liz's estranged friend Daisy shows up uninvited, it sends the entire evening into chaos. I'm gonna say right now that this is gonna be a little spoilery because I really want to talk about the twist of this movie. So let me take you on a bit of a journey as I was watching this because I was not expecting this movie to go the way that it went. Humor is super quirky and dry and I was living for it. And the movie kind of had like its like meta humor moments, especially with this like double fake out of like the title card at the beginning of the movie. I thought that was really fun. I got a good chuckle out of that. And then the whole premise of it being a dinner party. I really enjoy dinner parties as a vehicle for something scary or bizarre to happen. Like I feel like dinner parties are one of the most mundane things ever, and no hate, no shade if you fuck with a dinner party, if that's your jam, you do you. But just for me, I feel like because we're all just kids at heart, right? I mean, I feel like nobody ever really like grows up here. Our bodies just get older, right? So I feel like dinner parties just feel like a bunch of kids trying to play house. So if you present me with like a horror movie, horror comedy, whatever it is that's centered around a dinner party, I'm there for it because I feel like the awkwardness of it all and this kind of like decorum everybody's trying to put on is just so funny and weird, and it makes for a really good like horror story. So as this movie started, I thought it was gonna go in a completely different direction because the movie starts off with Liz and her, I guess at the time, boyfriend, Jackson. They're rehearsing Jackson proposing. So strange and like a little Stepfordy and really funny. Throws you off base immediately. It was a really good way to like take me out of my comfort zone right at the beginning of the movie because I'm like, what's actually going on? Maybe it'll be kind of like a drama horror sort of thing. Things are going crazy and Liz is gonna like go nuts and kill everybody. I've been on board for that too. But the twist like reveal of what's actually happening, I had no idea it was gonna go this way. It takes a very Faculty-esque turn with the reveal that Jackson and Brett are gone essentially, and their bodies have become vessels for this alien race that is looking to take over the world. Speaking of the aliens, I really loved the humor of the aliens not really knowing how to fully be human and being a bit clumsy and goofy in that sense. For this being so comedic, there was a lot of gore, like brutal gore in this movie. I wasn't really expecting that, but it was a nice surprise, especially towards the end. Like poor Liz, like, oh my God, the shit that happens to her character, goddamn. Then just throughout the movie, there's a few choice bits of really good gore and horror characters acting intelligently, like making sure the villain is dead by stabbing them in the face multiple times. You can tell a horror fan has made this movie. Even though a lot of the scenarios were kind of funny and comedic, the violence was kind of there to remind you that this is actually a scary situation, and we're gonna show you that it's a scary situation. I also really enjoyed the performances. I thought the characters were really funny in an awkward kind of way. Don't know if that was intentional. Maybe the performances themselves were just awkward. I don't know. But it fit the dinner party setting so well. I know I'm going back on about the dinner parties. I'm truly a hater when it comes to dinner parties. Overall, I had a lot of fun watching this. And now I can make other people watch this in my life and be like, I know this person from the internet, the one who made this movie. You know? If you haven't seen Ideal Host and you made it to the end of this video, I probably should have said this at the beginning. It is streaming for free on Tubi. That's where I watched it, but it's streaming a lot of places. So I feel like you really have no excuse. And if you've already seen it, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Once again, thank you to Glenn for requesting this video. You can find my Patreon in the link in the description if you want to check it out and look at the perks. And if you ended up liking this video in particular, give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. You can subscribe, become a creepy peep today. I will see you very soon with a new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye.